Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another devotional. I think I've officially run out of spots in my house to film, so we're back where I filmed my very first devotional video. I guess we'll just cycle through all the spots over again. I wanted to read to you from Isaiah 40 today. I'm reading this book called Finishing Well by John Garner, who's actually an AGC pastor down in Niagara Falls, and in the chapter that I read yesterday, he talks about the last couple verses in Isaiah, and they really stuck out to me. And again, it's one of those things where I've definitely read these verses before, but I had just forgotten about it. So I'm going to read Isaiah 40, starting at verse 28 until the end. Do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary, and his understanding no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. So, great set of verses, especially there are days where I feel so weak and weary and like, what am I even doing here? Like, there's no purpose, I can't do anything. And so those were just a huge encouragement to me. And I just love how it starts in verse 28. Do you not know? Have you not heard? It's like the author here is like, based off of your actions, I don't think you've heard about this awesome God that we have who gives us strength when we are tired. So it's just a reminder that sometimes we forget that the God that we serve and is in us gives us power when we need it, and he is glorified, his power is glorified when we are weak. If we weren't weak and if we were all powerful, then we wouldn't need him. There would be no purpose in him, right? And so I just love the way it started, because it just was such a like smack to the face of, hello, have you not heard about this God that we serve? And then just the encouragement that he never grows weary and tired. And I think especially during this pandemic time, even though like a lot of us are home and like comfortable and maybe more lazy than we have been before, it's like we're even more tired. It's just like emotionally draining. I find every day just being like, oh, we can't go and do our normal routine, and it just gets really frustrating. But just a reminder that God has not grown tired during this time. He is not weary. He is just as powerful as he was before all of this began. And then just the fact that his power, he increases the power of the weak, which is 100% me. That applies to me all the time. And then even youths grow tired and weary. It's like even the young people get tired eventually. In talking with all the youth kids, it's like they're just as sick of this as the adults are, and it doesn't matter your age or what's going on, we're all probably tired of this. And then I just love the word hope. And so verse 31, when it says, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. As Christians, we just have the ultimate hope, and it's such a powerful thing, because no matter what happens, I actually talked about this in my very first devotional video, no matter what happens tomorrow, 2 weeks from now, 2 months from now, 2 years from now, we have hope in God, and he knows what he's doing through all of this, and so we can find our strength and renew our strength in our hope in him. And it's just over and over again talking about how we don't need to be discouraged in our weakness, because we can go so much further, not on our own strength though, on God's strength. I think that's the key coming out of these verses, is that we can't rely on our own strength, because clearly we don't have any. We are weak, we are weary. So why do we not rely on a God who has made himself available to us, who we have a relationship, who is so strong? It would be like me trying to like pick up something that is impossible for me to pick up. Meanwhile, there's like a heavyweight champion like standing beside me who could like pick it up like a feather, and I'm like, no, I got this. Like, that's what we do with God. We're like, I can handle it, and he's like, seriously, like this would be a cakewalk for me. This would be like a breeze because he is all powerful, and we're always like, no, 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 we got this. Because of whatever it is, our pride, our stubbornness, we want to take on these things all by ourselves when we have this amazing God who has said, no, like you can rely on me, and they will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. If we rely on him, that's not talking about our own strength. It's talking about relying on God's. So this was just a really encouraging set of verses to me, and I hope it was encouraging to you, and I just pray that we all rely on his strength and not our own through this time. And that is a daily thing. That's not just, okay, today on May 28th, okay, whatever day you're watching this on, it may not be May 28th that you're watching this, whatever day. It's not like, okay, I've decided that I'm going to rely on his strength today and now I'm set for the rest of my life. It's like, no, every morning when we wake up, we have to make that new decision. Okay, God, I'm going to rely on you today, not myself. Okay, God, I'm going to rely on you today, not myself, over and over again, because we as humans just always resort back to our old ways of relying on ourselves and not relying on him. So I hope that that was an encouragement to you. I hope you are enjoying this nice weather, and I just really hope that I get to see you all soon. So thanks again, and we'll talk to you later.